So this is why it's always important to know the law, man, and not always trying to take the fast, easy route out and just be like, you know what, just to get this thing over with, let's do it. I was in court personally, and it was a BS charge, but I knew I could win it. He said I ran a red light. I said, there's no way, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna win this. He said, "Why I'm putting the outro." So the outro is because I'm going to chop up all these clips to put onto my Ruffle Feathers TV on YouTube. I got to show. That's where I chop all this stuff up and I upload it. And that's why you keep seeing me hitting the outros and coming right back. But back to what this next topic is. This judge is trying to actually defend. Trying to
This is
defend.
what I can do because
Yeah. This was
right.
crazy. I'm gonna show y'all this. So this judge, she literally schooling this dude. Like, stop trying to take the easy way. You're about to get a felony, bro. It's going to be on your record. It's going to affect jobs, applications, banks, and all this stuff. And he's sitting here looking like, nah, I just want to get this thing over with. Let's knock it out. But I was in court. I could have proved it. But the line was so long. They make the process so strenuous to the fact that you just like, fuck it. I just want to get the shit over with. I'll just pay the money. I'll pay the $200 and you'll do a no-low contend day. It won't go on my record, but I can't get enough. Like, it's just BS. They waste your time, like, and you ultimately waste the money by something that you probably right about. But yeah, let's look at this. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This is that BS.
All right. So this is what I can do because the state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. I can reset this in a couple of weeks. You can bring whatever witnesses you want to bring. The state will give me his criminal history and we can go from there. And then
You see his face? He don't know shit.
witnesses you want to bring, the state will give me his criminal history and we can go from there. And then I'll make a decision on whether or not deferred or.
Do you want to do that, or do you want just probation from the bench today?
I just want probation. I just want to get this over with, man.
So here's the thing. People say they want to get things over with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they don't think about the consequences of their actions. What I'm telling you is your attorney has applied for deferred adjudication. Not getting this over with right now, maybe I'll give you deferred adjudication and you won't have a felony conviction. But if you want to get this over right now, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a felony conviction, and that felony conviction is going to follow you wherever you go like a ball and chain. And it's going to affect your ability to get employment if that's what you're intending to do. But if you want to go for it, I'll go for it. You'll be found guilty and you'll receive your regular probation, and it's going to be a conviction on your record.
Which way do you want to go?
How old are you?
31, ma'am.
31. You don't need to look at your attorney to make a decision. Do you want to be a felon?
No, ma'am. I don't want. I'm a driver.
He's a truck driver, Your Honor, so it will affect his livelihood down the road. However, I told him that it may or may not, who knows, 6 years down the road under this administration, will be truck drivers. But be that as it may, you have a choice today.
I just want to take the probation, ma'am.
We can go off the record. Do you understand what you're saying to me? You're saying to me that you want a felony conviction. And what I'm telling you is, according to your plea bargain agreement, if I give you a felony conviction and you mess up on it, you're looking at 10 years in the prison. If you end up with deferred adjudication, you don't have a felony conviction. And if you mess up on it, you're looking at 10 years prison. So you're telling the court that you want to take the easy way out and get a conviction on your record. So you can be the felon. Felon Wade. Is that what you want?
No, ma'am.
So why do you need to look at your attorney to make a determination on whether or not you want to come back in 2 weeks? Because maybe in 2 weeks, maybe I'll give you deferred adjudication. Maybe your attorney is going to present something to me that will tell me that you're deserving of deferred adjudication. Maybe the state is going to come back to me and say, this is the only thing he has. He doesn't have any other criminal history. So what do you want to do?
What should you do? Ma'am, I don't know the land of the law. I'm just here.
I'm going to help you out.
See what I'm saying? So eventually she's just like, bro, I'm just going to make the decision for you. You're sitting up here with a lawyer and she's literally explaining it as clearly as she can. And he's still like, I just want to get it over with. Like, honestly, if I would have been like, you know what, give his ass the felony, because I feel like she's looking at him like a nephew, like a little, like a cousin or a brother or a son or something. And she's like, are you listening to what you're saying? You about to come in here and take a felony conviction just so you can get it over with. And it ain't getting over with. You just starting it. So I feel like they got to teach law in school. Why are y'all not teaching law? Why do y'all just let y'all, to all the kids in the back that can't even read out loud, the behavior disorder, the ones who didn't barely even pass, don't even got a degree. They're out here in this world now. They're just walking amongst us now. You feel what I'm saying? How the hell we just supposed to graduate and know the law? How do you live in a country where you don't even know what's legal and what's not legal. You know, sometimes I've been like, hey, you know you can't do that. That's what I'd be like, what? That's illegal. Attorney, because the attorney is supposed to be in his best interest. And most of the time, the attorneys just want to get it over with too. And when you get to these, you got to shut your mouth. You got to know the law. You got to understand the law. You see what I'm saying? Because when they say anything can and will be used against you, y'all take that too lightly because y'all thinking y'all going home. No, it's over with. It's over with. It's complete. Remember that dude who he got pulled out the car and punched in the face, and the whole world was trying to say, oh, he needs money for this. He was abused, and until y'all seen the other side of the video, and then y'all said, oh well, damn, he kind of allowed himself to let that happen by not complying with them. After you can't shut a door in no cop's face, if you're gonna do that, you might as well drive off. You're gonna close the door, lock it after they say, all right, get out the car, you under arrest. You say, nope, wow, you can't do that. I know better than that. If my son did that, I'd slap him upside his head. Like, listen to him. Don't try to get freedom and justice on the side of the road with a bunch of police officers that had a frustrating ass day in the heat, and they really don't want to deal with your ass. You see what I'm saying? If they already racially profiling you, why am I going to turn this situation up and take it to where it don't need to be taken to? All you're going to get is arrested, punched in the face, and then you're going to be up there with old boy, that black dude who always Ben Crump or whatever out here. Oh, I deserve money because I was abused. Police brutality. Man, shut up. Nigga, you had weed and a suspended license. Knock it off. Ain't nobody on your side. You shouldn't have even been in the car. Take it all the way back to the A. If you wasn't driving because you weren't able to drive, this would have never happened. Period. Point blank. And then in this situation, they asking him a deferred adjudication. He's sitting there like, I don't know. I just want to get this over with. Let's go ahead and move along. Let's get this next guy in here. Bring the next one in here. And that's something else to talk about. Because when I be going to these Atlanta, Clayton County, all these, for anything, whenever I got to go, it be full of black folks in there. Now, Clayton County, I was surprised there was a lot of Mexicans, but full of black folks, bro. It's crazy. Scary. Like, what's going on? What's really happening? Where are we being, like, I know we're being targeted, but damn, it's like, we just got to know our law. At the end of the day, we got to know the law, and we got to our best of our ability, stop breaking it, man. And then when we know we wrong, bro, best thing you can do is probably just tell the truth and hope for some type of mercy and let them, like, all that running and lying and postponing and let me see your supervisor. What the fuck is the supervisor going to do? He going to just pull you out the car too and tell you you're going to jail. Hey, we found this weed. You're going to jail. What you going to do? What we need a supervisor for? You feel me? So best to not get in that position in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, this guy is lucky he ran across a woman like this who was willing to help him, save him out, save him.
In a couple of weeks, you can bring whatever witnesses you want to bring. The state will give me his criminal history, and we can go from there. And then I'll make a decision on whether or not deferred or.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to?
Look. And the way he asked it, do you want to do that or do you want to just get the probation and get it?
His probation from the bench today.
Look, why would you ask that? Why would you ask that man that?
On probation. I want to get this over with, man.
When he don't understand nothing.
So here's the thing. People say they want.
And it's even crazier that he's in there by himself, no family, no auntie, uncle, nobody here to help him through this situation. It's sad.
To get things over with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And they don't think about the consequences of their actions. What I'm telling you is your attorney has applied for deferred adjudication. Not getting this over with right now, maybe I'll give you deferred adjudication.
All right, so he did apply for it, so that's good.
And you won't have a felony conviction. But if you want to get this over right now, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a felony conviction, and that felony conviction is going to follow you wherever you go like a ball and chain.
See, a lot of people do. They think, oh, let me just get probation so I can get home and get out of this, bro. You can't smoke, drink, any little thing you get in trouble for. You got to report to a probation. Like, you really don't want that. That's micromanagement of your life. You do not want that. That's the last thing you want. Shout out to Blessing by Bernice. Yeah, but that's the last damn thing you want. You do not ever want to be on no probation for 10 years. That's how Meek Mill, he popped the wheelie and got his ass in jail. That's what I'm talking about. You can do stuff like it. Be around a felon with a gun or something like you going down too. It's that simple. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. We're going to keep going and get on another topic, man. Ruffle Fellas TV. Like, subscribe, please.